your tummy will come out, your tummy will grow bigger. It's Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you are very welcome. My name is Lola. If you're a returning subscriber, hi, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be discussing the dark side of lipo and BBL. There are more of long-term and short-term side effects that you would notice from your procedure. So these are things I noticed from my own procedure, but I'm also going to be sharing like random stuff that probably did not happen to me, but you can also expect. So before I move straight into the video, if it's your first time stopping by, make sure you subscribe and click on the notification bell just so you get notified anytime I put up a new video. So the first thing I'm going to be discussing is scarring. So scarring is something that you could possibly get from any procedure. It doesn't necessarily have to be just a liposuction and BBL. So when they are performing a lipo, they are basically going to make incisions in certain places in your body where they are going to put in their instrument to get like the fat out. So most times, if your doctor knows what he or she is doing, they tend to put those holes in places that won't be so obvious, where people can't easily like see them or notice them. Another kind of scarring you could possibly experience is lipobones. Lipobones is a very common like complication. It's not a serious complication, but like a side effect of getting a lipo. It usually happens around places where there are little to no blood supply to the skin. It usually occur around the flanks, which is like the sides of your waist, and that was exactly where I had my own lipobones, at the sides. You know that you like your body so perfect and you don't want any scar, you might have to reconsider, because lipobones is something that is very common and it happens a lot when you get a lipo done. I have the lipobones, but I'm not exactly pressed about it. I don't really care so much about it. So yeah, I'm not all up in my head about the scars and all that. So if it's not something you can tolerate, I'm going to show you guys what my scars look like in the consequent video. And if it's not something you know you can tolerate, then you might reconsider getting the procedure, because you will most likely get a burn. If you smoke and your hemoglobin level is low, you are at a higher risk to getting lipobone or ischemia. Before you go into surgery, there are certain things your doctor is going to tell you not to do, which is smoking. Smoking is one of them, and this is because when you smoke, it's more like cutting your blood supply, and you need enough blood supply for your procedure and even for your aftercare, like for your after recovery. You need to be in the most healthy state. So if you smoke, if you know you're a big smoker, you want to make sure you stop smoking at least 2 weeks. At least that's even too low. At least, if possible, 3 months prior to your surgery, so you can be in the best state possible for your procedure and for your recovery. The next dark side is that fat dies. But actually, some of them die after the procedure. Maybe if there's not enough blood supply to like the fat, or you're not eating enough, you're not feeding well to actually feed those fats to stay alive. Some of them will die, some of them will survive. Some of the fat actually shrinks, and that is when you're not eating well, you're not feeding the fat enough. And this is something I actually suffered. Should I use the word suffered? But this is something I actually went through, and I'm still going through, because I don't know how to eat. You can't use food to lure me to do anything. Sorry, you can't use food to tempt me. That takes me to the next one, which is fat grows back. So fat grows back not just in the places you transfer fat to, but even in the places you remove fat from. So from like the lipo area, from like your tummy. So people feel like, okay, if I do liposuction, my fat is gone forever. Since your fat is not gone forever, it's going to grow back. And I've been experiencing that, and this is why you really need to maintain your results. It's two things. You're either going to the gym to work out, or you're doing some home workout, or you're doing some aftercare treatments like the cavitation, lipolysis, vacuum therapy, and all of that. So choose one or both. All you need to do is eat right, eat clean, and which is something that is very hard to do. Honestly, eating clean is hard. Let's be honest. Yeah, your tummy is going to grow bigger, your tummy is going to come out. Like, they didn't know. Your tummy will come out, your tummy will grow bigger, girl. It's not running away from me. That's why you have to constantly compress. Compression is also a very good thing, like for those of us that have done lipo and you really want to put in the effort and work into waist training, you will see good results from it. But it's just that you need to be consistent. You need to be doing something in terms of maintenance to really maintain results. If not, your tummy will grow back and your body will reduce, but to grow back if you eat right. My next point is that you may end up not getting the shape that you actually want, and this really boils down to different factors from the genesis. Actually, you getting a shape that you really want. Some people might be plus size and they want a slim thick shape, but you need to understand that if you're plus size, you going into surgery the way you are, you getting a procedure the way you are, will not give you your desired goal if you don't maybe lose weight prior to the surgery. There's a lot of groundwork that needs to be done before going into procedure, before doing anything, if you have a desired result you want to get. So maybe if you're slim, if you're skinny like me, I was actually slim, I didn't have so much fat, and I wanted a slim thick look. Yeah, that's what I really wanted. But then I was slim, so what did I have to do? I had to gain weight prior to my procedure, so I had to actually put in the work to gain weight, and I did. But like I said, my body doesn't hold fat, my body doesn't store fat, so even after the procedure I still reduce in size. So this is something you still need to keep doing, even after your procedure. If not, you won't really get the shape you really desire. And getting the shape you really desire, honestly, after your procedure, you may need to work out. You may need to work out for you to really get what you really want. But I just really want you to know that perfection doesn't exist. Everybody's body is different. So even if you have a desired goal in mind, it might not be what you really is. You might not really get it. So just work with what you have, work with your body type, and also choosing the right doctor for your procedure is very important. It's very, very important. You need to look at your doctor's work. You need to look at the pattern in which he does his jobs, how his jobs come out. That would determine if you should go for a particular doctor, because the shape you want to go for, the desired goal you want, would determine the doctor you would go for, because not everybody's work is the same. And also you have to look at your body type. Don't ever forget that. Other dark sides could be cellulite. Some people have issues with cellulite. This was something that I actually observed after my whole procedure. When the fat settled, and I noticed that okay, my cellulites were actually more. I had cellulites prior to my procedure, but it wasn't so bad. But I noticed that sometimes when I wear some fitted outfits, you could literally see the dent in my booty through the outfit. So cellulite, I think they are actually more after the procedure, and I just feel more fats, more cellulites. That's what I feel. So I don't know. Then stretch marks. Stretch marks is something that happens because obviously if you're transferring fat to a particular area, the skin is stretching, so stretch marks. So yeah, I had stretch marks, and I feel most people will have issues with stretch marks. But personally, I don't have issues with certain things people really have issues with, like stretch marks, cellulite, scars. I really don't have so much problem with those things. I don't know, I can live with them. I don't really care so much about them. But my stretch marks are not so bad. Yeah, I kind of like them. I don't know, I kind of like them. It's not even a thing, but I kind of like my stretch marks, so I really don't have so much issues with those particular issues. Then there are other issues like fat necrosis, fibrosis, seroma. They sound intense, but yeah, there are some issues with that, especially fat necrosis. That's a big issue. So those are major complications that could possibly happen. I didn't experience any of those three. I didn't have issues with any of those ones at all. So that is something you should look into for yourself, so you really know what you are going into. But obviously, before you do any procedure, make sure you make your research and know exactly what you are doing. I'm not even talking about just major surgeries, even the least ones like microblading, lash extensions, lip blushing, just even the minor procedures. Just make sure you know exactly what you are doing before you really go and get it, because Information is key. Information is power to getting what you really want. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please give it a big thumbs up. Share this video with who you need to share it with. If it's your first time, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell just so you get informed anytime I put up a new video. And yeah, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.
I dey put her on the cruise, give her grass and